Hey guys, today we're checking out the brand new UAFX pedals by Universal Audio. Swoon.
Hey guys, Kris here for Thomann Guitars and Basses.
And my name is Guillaume. And today we are checking out the brand new UAFX pedals by Universal Audio.
Starlight, Golden and Astra.
Are the names? Yes. And
it's brand new, like for UA as well, right? Because we know them for their incredible recording tools, interfaces,
yep,
hardware, software, whatever, you name it. They're pretty big in that, obviously.
But they inherited of Tory pedal Jesus a few years back, so obviously they were bound to start making pedals, and it's happened.
Luckily, oh my god, yeah. So I was really looking forward to trying these out, and I also had at the same moment the question in my head, like, okay, I'm really hyped, I'm really excited, but what is actually new and what is unique about these?
Yep.
Because we have so many pedals on the market, obviously. I really wanted to have some sort of an idea of what is interesting, like really interesting about these. And we'll definitely talk about that in this video.
Yes.
How about some sounds first though?
Okay, should we do the pedals one by one, or do you want...
Yeah, let's start.
All
Reverb,
right.
because you're a reverb guy, right?
I'm a reverb guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh!
I'm happy we started with the spring reverb sound because that's what impressed me most. Because for whichever reason, spring reverb emulations, like digital emulations of actual spring reverbs, is, in my opinion, the hardest thing to sound good and sound authentic.
Yep.
I don't know, it's probably just the complexity of the springs moving around and all the waves and whatever created. It's
definitely, because you do have that kind of randomness in a spring reverb, and at the same time you need to have it under control. And you know, up to now, only reverb tanks have managed to do that.
Very few pedals. I know a couple of pedals, but not a lot, to be honest. There are 3 spring reverb sounds in the pedal.
Okay.
And like all of the other effects in all 3 of these pedals are actual emulations of a specific amp or effects unit or whatever it is. So it's not like, this is a spring reverb. It's like an actual
model of this amp this year.
We all know which amp is famous for those reverbs. And it's an actual modeling of one of those old amps. And this is very UA. Very Universal Audio,
yeah, that's definitely up their alley. Like they're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything, but they're just like focusing on doing some things, but doing them spot on, right? Like really, really well.
And what's nice, they are subtle differences. Like there's 3 different spring reverb sounds. The first one is like the bright, normal sort of black face kind of blackface kind of reverb sound, and it sounds beautiful and bright and everything.
It does.
You have bass and treble EQ, and you can change pre-delay and everything. But what's cool is if you switch to the second one, which is sort of a warmer, more round sounding. reverb. It's so similar, but still.
Yeah.
Like you stage can really, and in a band, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, dialing it in depending on the guitar, on the amp exactly, and like it's a subtle difference, but it's good that you do have the option.
Yeah. And the third one is very similar, but way longer. It's more like an ambient kind of reverb. Let's try that one out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the pre-delay on that as well. Oh my.
So you've heard all the spring sounds. There are 3 more reverb types. There's 3 types of plate reverb, 3 types of hole reverb, a room and 2 holes. Nice. And there's a +1. If you register the pedals after you bought them, you'll get 1 or 2 plus effects, basically. Oh, that's nice. Where the LED turns green. And that's not written on the surface, like on the pedal itself, but it's like an extra, like a bonus, I guess.
Nice.
And the bonus one is a chamber and plate mixture. It's more of an ambient, huge thingy.
I want that.
Oh, okay.
Can I have that?
Get it. Okay.
Dude.
It feels like the DK is hitting a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But like still going through that wall, like to some extent. It hits it, but like dispersion.
And the face off.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
I'm digging that reverb. Just before we get started on the next one, just for information, we're running everything stereo today, which is good to know. So if you wear headphones, you'll probably get the best experience out of that. But we're running the whole board into both the Rev D20 and the Palmer cab with selection Creamback 75.
Yeah.
And the Hot Rod Deluxe into the Harley Benton cab with V30s. We'll be running a few gain pedals in front of the UAFX pedals.
Si, senor.
Si, senor. Okay.
Let's go over to my kind of pedal, delay.
I like delay too.
I know, but you're the reverb boy.
All right.
Starlight, it's, yeah. Let's just hear some sounds first. That's got to be on an EP3.
Yeah. With a...
simulation. There are 3 of these as well. This is the first engine, basically. Can you give me the third one? The C. Yeah, that one.
That's the C delay.
The C delay.
Pretty good.
It's exactly what yeah, well, all right, so there are 3 types of EP3 settings. Each of these are emulated after one exact unit. So they took like the first one is really pristine and it has way more compression because that exact EP unit they modeled had a compressor built in. Right, let me show you what I mean. This is the EP3 setting and I'll just click through the three. First one is the one with the compressor and it's more pristine. Second one is way softer, like the repeats, and the third one even more.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the EQ is different. You know, one is like a brand new EP, the other ones are like sort of older. But the poppiness of the repeats is what, for me, is the biggest difference.
Yeah,
whatever.
Definitely. I see something that's called Analogue DMM.
I wonder.
What could that be? But I'm gonna play it and we'll see.
It looks very deluxe-y, this LED.
The division is so weird. Oh, with the stereo thing. Oh my god. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of. This is so cool.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's clearly that pedal.
All right, and another really, really cool thing, and that's pretty unique with these pedals, is that because you have so much DSP power, you can actually have one delay preset, I mean toggle in between a preset mode and a manual mode, and just have the first preset trail out, regardless of how long it is, while the new preset is already working. So you'd have like the old delay still going on while you have that new delay playing on top of it, which is pretty insane.
Can you push the knob on my nod?
I will push your knob.
Thank you.
Technically it's a switch though.
Okay. It's still going.
I mean, still, like, it's still happening, but it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
If you're in a Pink Floyd cover band, there you go. All reggae, apparently. That works too.
Reggae is always the answer, dude.
It's pretty sick. All right, and let's move on to the final one, which is the Astra modulation machine. That includes a ton of different options. We've got some trems, some choruses, some phasers, some vibratos.
Harmonic vibrato as well.
Harmonic vibrato.
Which one do you want to hear?
I'm going to start with the trem because that's my only point of reference.
Okay.
And then we can go crazy. Harmonic
like a normal harmonic?
Harmonic trem.
Okay.
Please.
Which one? More vibey or less vibey?
Less vibey.
Less vibey.
Less is more.
Then?
Wait, what?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. That's an option. That's like whatever dynamic.
Yeah, they're not the first ones to include that, but they did it really well. I was kind of thrown off because there was no reverb on that.
Yeah.
But
it's confusing without reverb, right?
But damn, still though, it's pretty incredible.
What I'm really liking is the chorus. it emulates the original chorus pedal.
Okay.
With the brand with the 4 letters.
Yeah.
I really want to play that. Yeah, the goat. That's just absolutely pretty. And I'm not a big chorus guy, so I was even more impressed by how much I
enjoyed that.
Yeah. It's that square. It's so weird and it's so beautiful, and that's exactly what that pedal did. So that's what I love about it. And this is the classic mode, which means that in stereo you have one dry side and one wet side.
Okay.
And if you switch the mode to true stereo, you have affected like wet side on both. So let me try to play the same thing. Which is a cool thing. Again, some people enjoy the original stereo, fake stereo thing, that one side stays unaffected and the other one is modulated.
I think it's really cool for guitar players, definitely, that you do have the wet dry kind of a thing. Yeah. But I'm seeing a big use of these pedals now. The more we go into it, the more like for like PA guys.
Sure, as well, and
because of that. That
absolutely
panel of options that you have for mono, dual mono, stereo, mixing, and just...
I asked the guys if they plan these to be used in line level situations, like mixing desk as well, and synth players and whatever, acoustic guitars and whatever. And they told they didn't specifically design them for that, but they of course thought of it. And you know, if you have like an FX loop, needs to work on that level. If you have like whatever, like the aux or anything else that has a line out level signal, it works through it. If you want to connect your, I don't know, mixing desk and you have like a show and you want to use some reverb from the Golden, whatever. So it works that way too, which is, I guess, something cool for non-guitar players. But this is a guitar channel, so whatever.
Yeah, but I want to sing through that. I want to sing about the summer of '69.
You better do it.
No, but it sounds really good. It's pretty incredible. And speaking of the different uses that you can have of these pedals, we're going to talk about the connections real quick, because you have stereo in, stereo out. You've got your regular 9-volt input. Takes a few milliamps, but of course, with that kind of engine, you want to expect that.
Yeah.
You'll also find a USB-C port on the back, and that's just going to be to update the firmware and do
register and everything.
Register, yeah, obviously the pedals. But I haven't seen any MIDI.
Yeah, there is none. There's no MIDI. And I asked the guys, and they told they wanted to keep these pedals simple for those who want a few things. Like, it's not a multi-effect pedal, right?
Yeah, okay.
For those who would want to own the original, whatever, EP3 or, I don't know, C1, you know, those pedals or those units, but those are just too big or too expensive or too old, and want to have something that recreates that sound and doesn't want to have a crazy pedal board going on. So they didn't want to make it more complicated, more unreliable, more expensive. So they didn't include MIDI.
Okay.
I mean,
that's fair.
It's not a good news for MIDI guys. For those who stick to like tube amps and simple setups, it doesn't matter anyhow.
Yeah.
You have to decide if it's cool or not for you, but it's how it is.
Okay.
One thing though, what's really interesting, if you look at the pedal from the front, there's a blue light.
There is a blue light.
What could that mean? I've heard there might be some sort of a software coming up.
Oh, blue.
Yeah.
Get it? Oh God, that took a while.
I'm not sure how and when and why and in which shape and form, what kind of platform, but there's most probably gonna be something going on if that light is on there. Okay. Maybe the USB-C port as well, maybe only the blue light.
Yeah,
we'll see. Whatever.
When you have that kind of computing power inside a pedal, you can always expect like, you know, upgrades, and definitely there's more coming in the future. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But even just as they are, I'm really impressed.
Yeah. One more thing for those who are worried about Analogue Dry Through. That's something that's interesting for those who cannot stand digitalized dry sounds or run a wet dry setup. The Golden and the Starlight are Analogue Dry Through, and the Astra isn't.
Okay.
Why though? Because of the modulations. I've been told that was the only way to make it sound as it sounds.
I wouldn't split at my modulation anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
So
you would put modulation on both wet and dry.
Yeah, exactly.
And put a time based on the.
Yeah,
okay.
even more so with the feature that you have on there and being able to send the modulation already wet dry or sort of dual signal. I mean, so
that makes sense. Like you have your harmonic trem on the wet side, and you use the delays in that chain. Right?
Yeah, so I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right.
Well done.
Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Let us know how you like the pedals. I don't know.
Yeah, if you need any more info on the specs, there'll be links to all 3 pedals in the description box down below, where you can read all the beautiful literature that there is to read on them.
Meet you down in the comment section. You guys take it easy. We will meet each other very soon. Bye-bye.